at a night. I'm behind enemy lines. The mission should I accept? Get in and grab the prize. The intel classified and leave the coach rise. I keep my kipper tight. Get caught and I'll deny. Procurement on site. Be ready for a fight. Night vision, watch your step. Don't cross the trip wires. Look out, hide. You got say you're coming by. PP7 to the head. I take him out silent like.
Rebuild that temple.
Oy vey, what a mess I made. Stealth kill while I cry in pain. I'm bunny hopping on this rabbi's brain. Press F, pay respects now.
What a shame.
EMP, shut it down. Perfect dark, going loud. CQC, take him out, light him up.
Tango down.
Judo chop, make him drop. Double tap, crackle pop. Laptop, gonna make him pick you up. Lift them up, grab the lot, make it quick. Fill my cup, take a sip. Nice enough from the tip. Double shot, it's legit. Milky, milky, smooth as silky. Mommy, gimme, boo, a bitty. I'm a titty, do it, fill me up until it fucking kills me. Oy vey, what a mess I made. Spilled milk will make me cry in pain. I'll defrag your chest through this strange. Cause nothing else will make me feel this way.
Not a single thing on the chosen's planet would I place above those beloved memories. Even the biggest hater will stop and stem her. Damn her milkstone. What you really playing for? From the first boots I was enamored. I kept a journal and a photo by my bedside while at Stanford. Flawlessly she's filled with trad candor. High demand for everything she stands for, the gold standard.
Not again that your back is fucked. Yeah, I just want Ashkenazi jobs. Not again that you're gonna cut. From what I heard, he plays for the other side. Not again that you sing like shit. Yeah, I'm just here for the semi tits. Fill me up, give me a sip. Betty by second night, tuck me in and make a wish.
Oy vey, chat.
Finally unwinding from hysteria mania. Suckle till I buckle like a star in Transylvania. Chase this bird more than Sylvester. There is no explaining in total psychosis controlling when I saw those veiny tits. Once I tasted this ambrosia, mentally I was sober. Humanity returned to me, think G-Daddy is over. Now I'm touching grass like Mo was luckier than the clover. But even so she still res my motor.
Not again that your back is fucked. I just want Ashkenazi jobs. And not again that you got a gun. From what I heard, he plays for the other side. And not again that you sing like shit. I'm just here for the semi-tits. Fill me up, give me a sip. Betty by, say goodnight, tuck me in and make a wish.
Sherrod Brown knows how hard we...
Oh, fuck it. I didn't time it right. And it played a goddamn ad. What's up, chat? Oh, it has been a week. Let me fucking tell you guys. Oh, I have a jam-packed show tonight. So, sorry about the lack stream on Wednesday. I worked late. I was covering down at another facility all week, so I was getting home, like, stupid late at night. So I wasn't able to stream on time. And if it gets, like, too late in the evening, then I just don't even bother. And...
1-3 to police are requesting an ambulance to detail man screaming for one. Inside the Irish social club of a 19-pound.
There we go. Got that set up. Alright. Got some music in the background for you guys. So, I got a jam-packed show tonight. It's been a week, guys. we're gonna start off. We're gonna do some like current event shit, some fun stuff to laugh at, and then after that, we're gonna game for a little bit. I don't know what we were gonna game, but it's looking like quite possibly Starfield this evening, if not Elden Ring. I haven't decided yet. We might cleanse the galaxy of heresy. All I know though is when that new Warhammer Space Marines game comes out, we're gonna be playing that, dude. I'm pumped as fuck for that game. It looks so good. So now we got enough time for people to trickle in. I got a couple fun little dumb things to laugh at. Better just a couple little, we're gonna watch teachers throw phones in a classroom, and we're also gonna watch, as you can tell, unfortunately it is a Twitter brain rot night. I tried to not rely on Twitter too much for stuff. As you can tell, it didn't go very well. So we're gonna talk first. We're gonna have a little bit of we're gonna laugh at the stupidity of a few people. The Chase Bank scandal, for those of you that aren't aware of that was really funny. Because people literally don't know how the fucking online transactions work because they're retarded. Then we're going to be talking about the nightmare that is fucking Aurora, Colorado right now. And how all of the boomers are boomer posting about bikers coming to save them, which is like the dumbest fucking thing ever. Sons of Anarchy was a mistake, and Kurt Sutter should be fucking ashamed of himself. Because we now have the boomers posting about that retarded stuff. After that, we're going to be talking about Brazil. And how normally they always beg people to come to Brazil. Well, now they're telling people they're not allowed to. Because their government's tyrannical. And it's amazing to see the people that like come to shill for the government. It's like, how does that boot leather taste? First thing. I don't know if you guys have seen any of this. We're going to start off with some like mind-numbing shit while we wait for people to trickle in. I don't know about you guys, but when I was in school, there was a no phone rule, okay? And what would happen is if you got caught with your phone in class, it just particularly at my school, and I graduated, I'm 30, or going on 30. I'll be 30 in a few months. I graduated in 2013. So at the time, if you got caught with your phone in class, they took your phone for like first offense, depending on the teacher, they took it for the phone for the period, and then you had to get it back after class. Second offense, they took it for the day, and you got it back at the end of the day. Third offense, they took it, and your parents had to come and fucking get the phone. Which was really fucked, because like if your parents didn't get off work till 5 o'clock, you didn't get your phone back till the next morning. Because like your parent would have to come and drop. They literally, some teachers would not give the phone back, and that caused a lot of problems for the school. Because some parents were like, I don't give a fuck if my kid was on their phone or not. Their grades are fine. What the fuck's it matter? Give them my goddamn phone. We even went as far as having a teacher actually report a theft of it one time. It was really fucking funny. Reported it stolen. So, but that leads us to this thing. We'll watch the video, watch it without 30 seconds without comment, and then we'll talk about it.
Done. Give me this. I am tired of telling y'all to put your phones up. I said it 4 times before the bell. Goodness gracious. And you know what? You can get your parents to replace it, because I'm tired. Y'all pull your phone out, you get the same thing. I'm done. Oh, it's funny to you? I think it's hilarious because tomorrow's April Fool's Day and we're not going to be together, so that's how they did Janae's phone. Oh my God. Got you! Done.
So, I like how the one kid had clearly recorded this whole interaction on the phone, and she said nothing to him. However, what this teacher did, there'd be some slashed tires in the fucking parking lot after school. You or like ham we'd put, like, another thing that kids at my school like to do is if they had a teacher that used to fuck with them, they'd put, like, slices of ham or newspaper, like, wet the newspaper on the windshield or on the paint of the car and put ham on it. Ham on, like, the paint. Well, fun fact about ham in the summer, like, in the summer months when school first starts, when it gets hot as fuck, that ham secretes acid onto the paint, and it when you go to peel the paint, the ham off, the slice of the ham, it peels the fucking paint off with the car, off the car. That would have resulted in that. If like, because I'm not, so, like, for instance, for me, my first phone my parents bought me. I didn't even get my first cell phone until I was already in high school. All my friends had cell phones, like 6th and 7th grade. I didn't get my cell phone until I was a freshman. And the first one my parents bought. But by the time, because that was like, it was like one of these, it was like the one weird, it was called a Blitz, a Verizon Blitz. Let me see if I can, I want to see if I can pull it up. Show you guys. Show the fucking Zoomers watching the stream tonight. The golden age. So I'm going to show 3 phones. Oh, and then what was the other one? Wait, side flipping. Oh. Oh God. Oh, Jesus Christ, that takes me back. This is like a trip down my my millennial oh God. All right. So this was my first phone that I had. So it was a Blitz. It was like when Verizon still made like their own phones. I don't even know if they do or not, because I think everybody just has like an iPhone or a Samsung at this point, or like a Google phone. So yeah, it was a slide up phone with a full keypad. Dude, this phone, let me tell you, was fucking tiny. Okay, even fully extended. I have an iPhone 14 or 15, like the big XL one, the titanium one. All right, now. So I can watch people die videos on there in fucking beautiful resolution. This phone, fully extended, was like not even half the size of that iPhone. It was a really tiny phone. Okay. No way anybody other than like a skinny ass teenage me could use the fucking keyboard on it because of how little the keypads were, the key buttons were. Okay. My next phone I bought was this, a Samsung Intensity. I actually still have this phone. It works. To this, I just don't have a charger for it anymore. I'd hate to see what the fuck's on it. If I could find a charger for this thing, because mine was blue too. This is the exact phone. I don't even know where I could find a charger for it. But my next phone was a Samsung Intensity, and it got destroyed, unfortunately. But the phone I always wanted was this one, the LG. Fuck, I don't remember what this was. Like the LG. It was like the VX 9200, but I think it was called like the NV2 or whatever. Wait, it might have been this one actually. The NV2. Yeah, it was this flip side phone, because on the front of it, it looked like this, and then if you flipped it, it had like the full fucking keyboard. All my friends had this one. This was like right before iPhones really started being a thing. Okay. I didn't have an iPhone until I was a senior in high school, I think. Now, I had iPod touches and shit growing up, and like regular iPods. But this teacher, if that would have been my phone that teacher threw, my parents would have been at the fucking school, because one, well, at least for the first one. The second one I bought, If that would have been my phone, I wouldn't have gotten up and beat that teacher's brakes off. I wouldn't have done that because I would have wasted my time doing that. No, you'd be getting your fucking tires slashed in the fucking parking lot. Oh, I would have fucking destroyed your car in retaliation because I was a punk ass teenager. Like, okay, but you would have never caught me with my phone. They even had a rule at my school where if they even saw the fucking impression of it in your pocket, like, it was to be left in the locker. And what was really gay is if they had like a school, like every once in a while they would do like random locker checks for like a certain class or a certain hallway. And even though you would leave your fucking phone in the locker, if they opened up that locker and if your phone was on, but like on silent, it had to be off. They would still take it, even though it was in your locker. It could be in your coat pocket, anything. They would do like the drug dog thing and then they would do like random locker checks all fucking like multiple times a year. They'd confiscate like a shitload of phones for the day, and then they'd want your passcode so they could go through it. And I always refused. It was like a huge thing. My parents got called up a couple times because I had my iPod in my pants pocket. Literally my iPod. It wasn't on or anything. I wasn't using it in class. It was just in my pocket. And I didn't even think anything of it because I put my phone in my locker and then kept my iPod. And the fucking teacher, my 11th grade teacher was like, "Oh, I want your iPod." Then he's like, "Well, I want the code for it." Why? Because I want to see if you have anything on here that you might want to try to hide. And I literally looked at him and said, "I'm not giving you the code for a goddamn thing." That's exactly what I told him. He goes, "Well, we're going to call your parents." And they fucked up. Because, like, my mom, like, she would have still said no, but they could have maybe, like, got her to, like, cave on it. With her supervision, they go through my iPod. My dad, oh, dude. My dad is, like, hardcore, like, fuck you, no. I will not comply kind of deal. He's very old school with that shit. They got my dad that day. They called the house because we still had a home phone at the time, and my dad picked up. He was off from work that week. He was on vacation. And my dad he's like, "Wait, what do you want?" He's like, "What happened?" And he came up to the school. It was like third period. And my dad's like, "Why do you need to go through it? Was he on in class?" "No, it was in his pocket." He goes, "Then what's the problem?" And they're like, "Well, we have a policy of no phones." He goes, "It's not a phone, it's an iPod." He goes, "All it does is play music." And it was like the first gen iPod Touch or whatever. And I know I'm going on a bit of a rant with this, but I'm having fun with it. And they're like, "Well, we want to see what's on it." And he goes, "Why?" And they're like, "Well, we want to just see what's on it." And he goes, "No." He goes, "You're not, no, you're not." And they had a passcode. And they're like, "Well, do you know the passcode?" He goes, "No, I don't actually know the passcode." He goes, "But that's my son's thing, and I don't have any reason to go through my son's shit. And you're not going to go through it either." And they're like, and at that point, he kept trying to enter it in. I still have this function on my phone to this day where I don't use biometrics and I use a passcode. But if you enter in the wrong passcode or PIN number so many times, it deletes everything on the device. Like, I think it's like 5 or 10 or whatever the lowest number you can make it. That's what mine is. If you enter in the wrong passcode so many times, it deletes everything off the device. It goes factory reset. And I have my iPod like that. And I just let the guy keep deleting, keep typing shit in, keep typing shit in, keep typing shit in. And I had backups of all that shit on my computer at home. And there was really nothing on it. It was just I literally had like a couple pictures or memes. And then I had just music. No, they didn't. They tried to expel me, Max. They tried it. What's up, dude? They tried to expel me. But the funny thing is that the teacher kept typing the shit in, and then it deleted everything. And it kept giving the warning, and he thought it was bullshit. And then it finally deleted all my shit off the iPod. It was factory reset. And then he's like, "What?" He goes, "Why did it delete everything?" And I straight up told him. My dad's like, "Well, we're going home." He goes, "I'm taking you out for the day." He goes, "We're gonna go have fun and go do something else." So Then my teacher's like, well, I want his phone because I want to see what's in his phone. Because he's like, hey, you wouldn't be this adamant if you didn't have anything to hide. I'm like, why do you need to go through my phone? And I straight up looked at my principal sitting in there, and the teacher said, I will smash my fucking phone versus give it to you. I'll break it right here and right now. And I had money to go buy another one. So, yeah, it was a huge, like, very early on in life, and I wasn't even a problem kid like that. Like, I wasn't one of the ones that did drugs in high school and got in a bunch of trouble with it. Yeah, I'd smoke pot and shit, but I wasn't like the problem kid at school. But but because I wasn't on I went to a very small Midwest school, and if you weren't part of like the it crowd with the it families, they fucked with you relentlessly there. So, next thing we're going to talk about, I have a little bit of a video here. For the backstory, there was a thing going on with Chase Bank where they had some kind of glitch. I've seen conflicting reports. Some people say, like, if you write a check, because I don't know, I don't bank with them, but they have like a thing where if you cut them a check, it'll automatically have the funds in your account. Yeah, I have a personal, like, lower, like a regional bank where I'm at. But this thing had like a weird thing where, like, if you cut a check and brought it into the bank, and what these idiots would do is cut bad checks that were fucked for themselves, or like they would like have friends that would do it. It would give them the funds before the check fully clears, but when the check inevitably bounces, they just take the funds back out of your bank account. So these retards thought they discovered like a fucking Chase infinite money glitch, and we're gonna see some repercussions of it because it's really fucking funny what happens. So we're gonna watch this video for a minute.
Today, we need to talk about something that's causing quite a stir. Rumors about a massive glitch at Chase Bank. People are claiming that they've allowed customers to cash out massive amounts, like $50,000 or even more. Some folks are even saying they're going to be up $50K by tomorrow. Sounds wild, right? Before you get too excited, let's break this down. So what's really going on here? Well, it appears that scammers have jumped on these rumors, spreading misinformation to get people to act recklessly. They're making it sound like Christmas has come early for anyone with a Chase account. Some are even suggesting that Chase Bank is experiencing a $100,000 glitch in their system, and this has become a playground for scammers who are allegedly cashing bad checks, huge amounts. Now this is where it gets dangerous. In reality, there's no credible report of such a glitch. What we're seeing here is a classic scam tactic, where people are being lured in by the promise of easy money. Scammers are trying to convince you that there's free money to be had, but the truth is far from that. If you were to fall for this and attempt to cash out on this so-called glitch, you could find yourself in serious trouble. Banks like Chase have systems in place, detect and correct errors. If any money was mistakenly put into your account, it wouldn't be yours to keep. In fact, spending it could turn into debt that you'd have to repay. And believe me, that's a headache you don't want. There are also reports from people who are skeptical, warning others not to fall for this obvious scam. A Chase employee even chimed in, confirming that this is all fake and that any money stolen
Of course it's
be recovered.
a bunch of Reddit
No one is
tards.
getting rich off a glitch, and anyone who tries to take advantage of this situation will likely end up in a worse position than where they started.
Yeah, as we're gonna see. So okay, so as this video just showed, and then you got these idiots. But look where that gets you.
Fuck, man. They really told me to tap in. Next day I was supposed to clear and look at my account, yo. Bro, what the?
What the fuck did your dumbass honestly think was gonna fucking happen? Like, really? these people are like, you have some like legitimate that people that are like scammers that were like trying to hype this, like the guy said in the video. I could absolutely see that trying to hype this up to get so many people to do it so they couldn't actually track who was actually doing the fraud and who was just retarded. Doesn't matter. Y'all committed a crime anyways. It's fucking bank fraud. And they will come after you for that. Like, that's tax evasion, bank fraud, all kinds of shit. That's federal shit. They will come after you for it. And first of all, this is like what I don't understand with these people. They're literally so fucking stupid. This is digitally tracked on your debit and or credit card. Okay, I'm assuming that these are debit cards transactions. These dumb fucks really think that they're not going to just come in and swipe that shit once it doesn't clear out of your fucking account like that, like at the snap of a fucking finger. Do you really think they're going to do that? The only way you actually keep your money uncontested is if you have it physically. That's the problem with digital currency and these apps and shit, is they can freeze your account at the drop of a hat or do this to you. But these guys are so fucking stupid that they're just like, holy shit, we got infinite money glitch, and cuts a bad check. Which, mind you, that's the thing that they are tried to arrest Floyd for back in 2020. George Floyd got caught. He had a charge of cutting bad checks and counterfeiting. That's initially what they fucking tried to nick him for. So you got these idiots cutting bad checks, and then having like their friends cut them to them, and then that way they can try and withdraw that money before, and then that way it clears, and they don't think that they're just gonna not overdraw their account. Like, how fucking retarded do you have to be? These are the people that legitimately don't understand how finances and money work, and they're perpetually fucking broke. I know people that I make on average about 70 to 90K a year, depending on what I do for overtime. Sometimes I even get close in the realm or touching six figures. I'm a very comfortable job. I know people who make twice or what I do, and they are way worse off than I am because they literally cannot manage their money. It's not that hard. It's literally live below your means, budget, spend wisely, keep track of your shit, and you'll be fine. It's really not that fucking hard. But you have some people that are so financially illiterate that they're like, oh, I'm going to try to scam my own bank. And this dumb fucks out almost $40,000. He's at $38,723. This dumb fuck is almost at 40K in debt because he tried to scam a glitch and follow along what these stupid bastards on Reddit were telling him. You deserve it, Redditor.
Fuck, man.
And I like how he's posting this himself, trying to say, like, oh, you should feel bad. No, you're retarded, and you deserve every fucking bit of this. It'd be one thing if somebody stole your identity and did this, then obviously that's not your fault, and I'm 100% with you. But you did this to yourself because you're financially retarded. I have, like, it's always the poor people that don't know how to manage their money that are always talking about how the man keeps them down with shit. Like, yes and no. Should wages be higher? Absolutely. I'm not gonna argue with you on that. Should the taxes be a lot lower? Absolutely. Definitely won't disagree with you on that. But if you're smart with how you spend it and don't spend $100 a week at Starbucks, I know as much of a boomer to your meme as that is, pack your lunches. If you work out during the day, pack your lunches. Don't spend so much. Learn to cook. That's a huge thing there. They'll save a ton of money. Even though inflation right now, yeah, the grocery stores get more expensive, but there are ways to fucking get around that and eat cheaper. Be smart about it. I'm by no means a financial advisor, guys, but I went to school for history and economics. So it's guys, it's really not that hard. But yeah, don't be this idiot trying to glitch, trying to do the infinite money glitch on your Chase account and then overdrawing. Dude, this guy's gonna get fucking raped with fucking fines. He's gonna get destroyed with overdraft fees on this account. He's so, I mean, you're already fucked. But the bank, because you tried to fuck him like that, you can bet your ass JP Morgan is coming for a piece of you, buddy. Oh, they are going to send you overdraft fees. I don't know how I don't know how their bank does it, but there are some banks that do, like, every day you're overdrafted, they charge you a fee. Like $10 or $20 or whatever, and they just add it to the total. The only way he's fixing this is filing for bankruptcy. Because he's a fucking idiot. Next talking point. So, there's been a thing going on with specifically Aurora, Colorado. And what's been going on is a group of Venezuelans, illegals. We're just not gonna mince words. They're fucking illegals. A Venezuelan gang has taken over sections, literal apartment buildings, in Aurora, Colorado. What the gang is called? It's like TAD. Is what the name of the gang is. I don't know what it. I don't remember what the exact. I'm trying to see. I don't even care what gang it is. They're retarded, and we'll talk about it in depth more. But they took over literal apartment buildings, and they are extorting the renters at those apartment buildings for the rent money. Now, mind you, that rent money you're giving them is not being paid. Your rent's not being paid. They're extorting you rent money to stay in your place because they effectively took over the building. Okay. So your landlord, because I know some people are like, oh, landlords are bad. Your landlord might not be too bad because, as we're going to show you, your landlord isn't sticking a fucking AK in your face telling you to pay him his $1,300 for the month, or they put two fucking hot 7.62s in your fucking knee. I would love to see if the unstoppable shield, or what was it, the immovable shield meets the unbreakable object, the sword and the spear, the shield and the spear, and it's a fucking squatter versus the Venezuelan gangs in my battle for the ages. So we'll start off with it, but there's reports from a couple people that it's happening in Texas as well, because this is unfettered illegal immigration has consequences, and this is what it is, full stop. So according to Phoenix 2A, I just had a brief conversation with SAPD. I'm assuming that's I can't remember where he's at in Texas. SA, that would be what? No, South Austin PD. I don't know. He's in fucking Texas. My neighborhood has been completely taken over by Venezuelans. The officer confirmed that there are members of the Tren de Aragua and other sects that are present. He claims they are powerless to do anything because there are so many at one time, which sounds like BS. That is absolutely bullshit. Do you see the overwhelming force the cops have when it's not like a one person hold up in their house? They have like armored bearcats and shit, but they're scared of a bunch of fucking Venezuelans. People, listen to me. Do as I'm going to do. If you're in this situation, get the hell out now before bad gets worse. And always carry if you have one. Don't let yourself be a statistic. Defend yourself. First of all, that is such a, I'm sorry to a Phoenix, that's a pussy mentality. moving away and running away from the issues is why we are in this place that we are. It is why we're dealing with this shit that we currently are. You can only run so much before you have nowhere else to run to. You can only run so much before you have nowhere else to no to. See, this person has it right. Negative. Y'all need to rally up, get back with the officer, or even better yet, contact your sheriff and get an army together. Fuck the Fed and fuck the state government. Your sheriff's responsibility is to defend the county. Rally everyone and take the city, town, and your country back. Our sheriff was at the DNC shilling for Kamala, then you're fucked. There's black market selling gasoline in barrels. You're gonna bail in your neighborhood, yes. And he's in Texas. Oh, San Antonio, that's it. Yeah, that's what I thought was. I couldn't remember what this town was where it had SA as San Antonio. Yeah. Here's another video. This is another video that you posted. Some people were asking for me for proof all that's going on, because he was talking about like people were shooting up at the neighborhood. It doesn't get any more real than this. The apartment that got shot into was right below mine. Like I said, no more. I'm not gonna help put a stop to this crap one way. I'm gonna help put a stop to this crap one way or the other, even if it's exposing it all on X. Fuck that.
Yeah, this is the shit that I'm talking about, guys. Look at this shit. Bullet hole right here. Bullet hole right here. And this is where the other fucking bullet went and fucking penetrated into the next apartment, dude. So this other apartment got fucking shot into, man. And it's all fucking boarded up because people keep fucking breaking into it, man. I'm telling you, dude, they're all over the fucking place and they're fucking this whole place up, dude. Like, I'm literally having to leave my house because this shit is all crazy, like infested with fucking illegals and shit, dude. It's...
So I legitimately do really feel bad for this guy here. I really do. Because he lives in a neighborhood that got taken over by fucking illegals, and now they're causing literal gangland violence unabated. And his options are 1, move, or 2, try to fight back. Well, the problem is, and I get why he's running, and it's a pussy tactic because everybody, and I'm not calling him individually a pussy for it. It's the neighborhood needs to put a fucking stop to it collectively. Look what happened with the Bundys up in, what was it, North or South Dakota? They put their fucking foot down against the Fed and held off for what? Several months or whatever it was, or years. And the Feds let them go with it. If a whole neighborhood started patrolling and shooting at these fucking illegals, what's the Fed gonna do? Come and arrest the entire neighborhood? Good luck. Because if they're already trying to say that, oh, there's too many illegals, we can't do anything. These Venezuelans, these gang members are all over the fucking place, causing problems. We can't fucking do anything. Okay, well then have the whole neighborhood stack the fuck up and run them out. If it's a numbers issue, okay, fine. Level it. Instead, you have people complaining about it on Twitter, which I get. You start cracking off shots at my house, I'm shooting back. Simple as. And here's the best part. They're illegal. Nobody knows they're here. You just dump them somewhere. Who gives a shit? In Minecraft, of course. Next thing we're going to talk about. So, not only are the local... So, we're going to change over to Denver. Okay? And specifically, like, Aurora, Denver. Colorado seems to be, like, the focal point of this. Because Colorado is fucked up right now. And I'm going to catch flack for this, but the catalyst for Colorado getting fucked up to the point that we're seeing, honestly, was when they legalized marijuana recreationally in the state. You dragged a bunch of stupid fucking weed hippies down there, where they all started voting for all the dumb, retarded policies. Now you have and they ruined Colorado outright. Banned guns, or attempting to ban guns, all kinds of other shit, rampant fucking crime, rampant fucking drugs, as we're about to see. And then you have these retarded politicians that have no fucking business being in power at all, gaslighting the fuck out of their constituency, which keep doing that shit because eventually it's going to backfire on you and people are not going to differentiate you from the gang members that were causing them issues. Just word to the wise. So Chantel Lewis, a Denver City Council member, appears to play dumb about migrant gang attacks illegals taking over her city. The governor has also yet to say anything. The government in Colorado has completely abandoned their constituents. When will you hold a press conference to address the Venezuelan gangs in our city? Gangs, what do you mean? Literally gaslighting their constituency. What are you talking about, gangs, retard? There aren't any gangs. No. Yeah, they might take over entire city blocks, but there's no gangs, idiot. We're gonna watch some reports. Here's a 3-minute video. More Colorado residents are speaking up about the gang taking over their cities. They're terrified to leave their homes. Many are getting guns. The government is doing nothing. I want to say here, I want to look it up because I want to say that Colorado's assault weapons ban was shot down. I'm trying to look. Okay, to my knowledge, they didn't pass it. Yep, the semi-auto assault weapons ban failed. Yeah, so good. Congratulations, Colorado. Because shit would have gotten a lot fucking worse for you had they fucking banned those. Because they're like, oh, nobody needs 30-round magazines. As you'll soon see, you absolutely do need a 30-round magazine. So let's see what these idiots on TikTok have to say. Because, again, half these people that we're going to watch on this, they voted for the fucking policies that got them and voted for the people that got them into the situation. And now they're asking the government to fix hard to realize that maybe you shouldn't vote for the party that's pro dumping these people en masse into your fucking communities and then telling you, what problem?
So, I live in Colorado. Colorado, obviously, is a landlocked state. We do not have any oceans.
You know this bitch voted for it.
Denver is a sanctuary city, which means that migrants are actively being...
Definitely voted for it.
...to Denver. Denver's already a little bit of a scary city. If you drive downtown, it's a little bit terrifying. But now we have a situation in Aurora. Aurora is about 20 minutes south of Denver. I live one town away from Aurora, just south of it. So not very far. We go to Aurora for a lot of things. Doctors, shopping. There's so many things that we go to Aurora for. So to have this Venezuelan gang taking over with guns apartment buildings, not one, but 2 apartment buildings, is terrifying. It is a small town. I wouldn't consider it a small town. It's a small town compared to Denver, but I mean, it's a suburb of Denver, just like we are. And it's terrifying. I mean, it is Aurora in our area is known as kind of the rich area, and the kids go to school, you know, when we play
they went after the affluent liberal area because they know you stupid fucks are not going to fight back. You're going to bitch and moan and whine. You're not going to fight. See, again, you're going to see this shit happen in these cities where they're going to do this because they have soft on crime laws. The cops aren't going to get involved because the cops are fucking pussies about this shit. All right. On top of it, too, the cops that would want to get involved and stop this kind of shit, they're being curtailed and limited at every fucking step by the local and state level government. So even if the cops wanted to actually do something about this, they're not going to. Okay? You would not see this shit. This is a suburb, and like she said, rich, affluent. Yeah, I guarantee it. It's a white enclave, a fairly well-to-do or upper middle class kind of area, like middle class area. Okay, I guarantee it. That's where those are. Now I don't know exactly, but based off of what this lady's saying, sounds like it's a decent area of the city, and they know the likelihood that they're not gonna fucking fight back. Okay. This shit would not fly in like rural Montana, anywhere in Appalachia. Would not fucking fly down there. Jim Bob would string your ass up and turn you into fucking Mothman food in West Virginia if you tried to fucking commandeer the trailer park. So let's continue what she said.
High schools and stuff there. It's like the huge, nice high schools with the giant, beautiful, fields and things like that. And it's scary to think that something like that could happen there. And I'm not very far from there. And what if it happens here? Like, it's getting scary out here. And we're not even in a state where migrants are coming in. They're having to be bussed into us. And this is happening. And if it can happen to us, it can happen to anybody else. And it is terrifying. I live so close to it. It's scary to think that this is what's happening. It's scary to think the world that we're living in. It is nuts. Also, we have a Democratic governor. I wonder if that's part of it. Stay safe out there. Be careful. Be diligent. I'm not a big proponent of weapons.
Shocker.
But I think now it's becoming more and more necessary. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family, because guess what? They're coming. They are.
And the government is not coming to save you. See, you got these stupid fuckers like this woman here that are like, oh, that'll never fucking happen. You're an idiot. Why do you say this shit will happen? Blah, blah, blah. Because this fucking mentality, and it's not just a left thing, the right does it too. If something doesn't immediately affect somebody, they do not care. If it's not something tangible that they can see right in front of their eyes or hold or conceptualize, they do not give a shit. Because it doesn't affect them. So what do they care? Like, people that don't like guns or don't own guns, they actually, like, don't give a shit if weapons get banned. Until this shit happens to you, and you got San Juanito pointing a fucking AK that the government Fast and Furious his ass, pointing in your fucking face saying, Rento comprende, and you have no way of fucking defending yourself because you voted for the people that voted to ban your capability to own the weapon that he's gonna fucking shoot you with if you don't fucking pay rent. Half of the videos you see anymore on like some of the like watch people die, for instance, on the site there, they're all Venezuelan gang hits. It's depressing as shit. The overwhelming majority of it is ridiculous. And those people are coming in unfettered. It is a matter of time before they start dragging these people out and doing gangland style execution videos in the street, because they will go unabated until that happens. And even then past that. And what happens is, as of right now, you have people that are scared to do anything about it, like how we saw with Phoenix and Texas, because people are worried that if they stand up to it and they run these fuckers out of the building or out of their neighborhood or out of town, the government's going to come down on them. Which, with this administration in charge, you're right to assume that. Let's see what she has. Wrap this up and see what she has to say.
Coming. This is a warning. This is just the start. You think that this is going to be the end of it? Absolutely not. They're going to pop up all over the United States. They're going to pop up in your area. Even when you think you're safe, you're not. Take precautions now while you can. This is your warning. It's only a matter of time before it comes to my city, because I'm right here. It's already in Denver. It's already in Aurora. They're coming, guys. They're not resting. Take precautions. If our government will not protect us from these people, we need to. We need to make sure we're protecting our family. I am not saying violence is the answer. I don't think it is. I'm not saying that.
Sorry, honey. That is most certainly the answer. Because that's the only way that's the only language these people understand. You're dealing with violent cartel gangs. That's the only thing they understand is violence. And they will most certainly use it against you. Like she's saying, prepare accordingly, because they are coming. But you will have to be aware to be prepared to use that in self-defense. Because they will come after you. But I'm saying be a little bit more proactive than that.
We should just go out shooting. I don't think that's good either. We have to be careful, and we have to protect our families.
Do something really silly.
It's coming. Things are coming. And if you can't feel it, then you're going to live to regret it later.
So there's a thing going on within the 2A community right now. You have a lot of people that are saying, like, oh, illegals should get Second Amendment rights. Typically, I would agree that anybody within the United States, a citizen, in my opinion, personally, but anybody in the United States should have, you should not be disqualified from rights based off of, like, an orientation, an ethnicity, or whatever. I tend to agree with that. However, allowing illegals who don't actually have any forms of identification, okay, and have not been vetted, that cannot go through the NIC system that I'm required to fucking use. If I want to go buy at a gun store, I'm required to do a background check. They are too, but the problem is they don't have any info in the States and they can't. Illegals are currently barred from buying guns because they're illegals. So they typically buy shit on the black market or through other means. Theft most is one of the more common ones. The overwhelming numbers that, like, what they're doing with this fucking apartment building, they take it over and then they go through people's shit and steal shit out of their apartments, which is a crime in and of itself. They should. I disagree with allowing unfettered third worlders to come into my country and have the same rights as I do without any of the societal what's the word I'm looking for? Societal duties that I have to partake in, i.e. taxes and shit like that, and the standards that I'm supposed to hold up to. And as we'll soon see, they get a bunch of stipends for buying houses and shit in California. If that shit doesn't make your fucking blood boil, as somebody who's going through the process of trying to buy a house right now, that makes my fucking blood boil. So, next one. Oh, here we go, actually. We're going to talk about this for a minute before we start getting back more into the increasing craziness of Colorado. Oklahoma Republicans are forming a special task force to give illegal migrants visas, paperwork, permits, and driver's licenses. They're also creating the Office of New Oklahomans to streamline what they're doing. Is this California or Oklahoma? The majority of the people who are non-citizens are really actually highly educated, says the Secretary of Public. Oh, really?
Governor Stitt after the passage of House Bill 4156 this year. Their main focus, finding ways to help immigrants get their visas, paperwork, and permits. One idea, creating the Office of New Oklahomans.
Not only in Oklahoma, but nationwide, the majority of people who are non-citizens are really actually highly educated.
One of the recommendations from the task force, increase work permits and visas for non-citizens that want to move to Oklahoma or are already here. The idea is to retain highly skilled and educated talent, especially if they have a degree from an American university.
If we have individuals, non-citizens...
Why not promote your own citizenry? Oh, an illegal has a fucking degree from that university. Why go through all the extra process of doing all this shit? But I'll tell you why, because they can tax this stuff. That's why the governments want money. That's what it is. If they couldn't tax these illegals, because essentially what illegals are is they're fucking essentially a slave labor force is what they are. Now they have to pay sales tax and other shit like that. But if they you see, if they try to speak up about their lot in life or get out of line, they get deported. But then they never get citizenship properly. Okay, they're essentially an othered class in the United States, and you have the people in power that are okay with this because they essentially use them as a as a slave labor force. They work for less than the Americans do because if if Pedro wants to fucking make a higher living and complains about it, there's a chance of him getting fucking deported and going back to whatever shithole he came from. But he's not about to do that. So it depreciates. This is what these commies don't fucking get either, is they're like, oh, the wages are stagnant and lower. Yeah, because they're bringing in a bunch of these stupid fucks that don't actually have quote unquote high skill, and they saturate the job market and lower wages. Fucking joke.
That are coming and they're training in our universities, and they become specialists in fields where we need them. We need nurses. There's not enough visas available nationally for them to actually practice.
The task force realized the national visa system is outdated and flawed. So their argument is, why not let workers that want to be here stay here?
Here we train all of this talent, and then they have to go back to the country of origin, and then they go through a process.
That's what they do anyways. That's what they fucking do. They do that regardless. There's a good chunk of them that stay here, but there's a good chunk of them that do. When I was in college, it pissed me off. Okay, because I had a college classmate, a kid from fucking Mexico, hopped the border, managed to get all the way up to my state where I'm at, and it went to college. He got housing for free. He got a phone for free. He got fucking stipends and all kinds of shit. Got his classes and his tuition completely paid for by the motherfucking taxpayer, by me. But I was told my parents made too much money for fucking like government assistance because my family, because I tried to get like the Pell Grant and shit like that because I was working I was delivering pizzas at the time, trying to put myself through college. My parents gave me some money, but it wasn't enough to cover for all of it. But because my parents made too much money, I didn't get as much money as I wanted. And I did grants, I did all that shit to try to get cash, but it was never enough. But I was told that, and here's the thing, my parents weren't paying for my school, but then they told me that my parents made too much, that I'm not allowed to get more money, even though my parents aren't fucking paying for it. Because if the government doesn't have to give you a motherfucking dime, they won't. But that motherfucker walked into my class and gloated to everybody, yeah, I'm here. I don't have to pay for any of this shit. I'm going to get an education, and then I'm going to go back to whatever fucked up country I'm fucking from and live the high life there. Because I'll be a big shot American educated, and it pisses me off that some fucking border jumping illegal got a full fucking ride through school on taxpayer dime, but somebody of that country gets told go fuck yourself. unfucking believable to me. And I'm not apologizing for this. Unfucking believable. If I'm forced to pay fucking taxes and all of this bullshit social security programs, then by God, I should be able to fucking get a part of it. Fucking ridiculous.
The California lawmakers just passed a law. It hasn't been signed by Governor Newsom, but giving government assistance to undocumented immigrants to buy houses. Mm-hmm. That's kind of a different place than the Democratic Party used to be on immigration, is it not? I'm not going to say that's what the country's going to do, but that's certainly where California is.
Well, let me just say, immigration had always been a bipartisan issue. I refer you to the...
But not free houses.
Well, that's not free housing. It's the American dream being available to more people. But understand this about immigration. The best speech on immigration was by President Ronald Reagan.
Fuck Reagan. Fuck Ronald Reagan. I fucking hate these fucking Democrats and these boomer fucking Republicans too. Fuck Ronald Reagan. The reason why we have the issues with gun laws is because of that stupid fuck. The reason why they because he was just as much of a fucking Democrat lizard as these fuckers are. And they love to say, well, Reagan said this. Yeah, Reagan was talking about European immigrants coming in and people, not even just European immigrants, people from other parts of the world, Japan, China, that come in and actually like fucking contribute to society, not the fucking bottom feeder gangs.
This is the last speech I will make as President of the United States. I want to communicate a message to the country I love. And he talked about the Statue of Liberty and the beacon of hope it is to the world, and what America was preeminent in the world because our door was always open, and we will cease to be preeminent when we shut the door.
The door's open for people that come here illegally, not people that... God, this fucking bitch.
Now, I don't do justice to the great communicator. Google it. It's a fabulous speech. And George Herbert...
Yeah, you fucking skeleton.
In that respect for the diversity of America and the rest. California's always in the lead. Maybe others will follow that lead, but that's up to those states. But we're very blessed here with beautiful diversity.
So you'd vote for this law?
Excuse me?
So you'd vote for this law?
Well, I'm not familiar with exactly what it is, but...
Of course.
The American dream of home ownership available to all people is something we have to do for people who are here now.
This is before you're a citizen. This is undocumented.
Make the American dream affordable to everybody. Provide them with Pelosi outright stated that she wants to grant amnesty to undocumented immigrants and supports California's bill that would provide them with $150,000 in down payment assistance to help purchase homes. But you as a citizen get fucking nothing. Except a 9% interest rate. But some asshole that doesn't have a pot to piss in her window, throw it out of, hops the border and shows up here with their fucking hand out. Oh yeah, you get a house. We'll help you. We'll give you up to $150,000 to help pay for it. Now, mind you, this is California. Good luck finding a house in California for $150,000. Good luck. But that's more than the citizenry gets. Unfucking believable. So, mind you, take that into context. They are actively replacing you. They're bringing in people, giving them your money, your tax dollars, so they can buy a house. So you're forced to rent. You will own nothing. You know the meme with that. And then they're allowing them to run amok like these two. Illegal aliens in San Diego, California, try to hijack 2 school buses filled with kids. Your kids aren't even safe to go to school.
We're group of migrants tried to board a school bus this morning while it was traveling to a school. The superintendent for the Humul del Zura Union School District informed parents of that incident earlier today. It happened at one of the stops on the school district's bus route that heads to Oak Grove Middle School and Humul Primary. Meanwhile, yesterday afternoon, in a similar area along another route, the superintendent says that a group of migrants tried to stop another bus. Border Patrol, CHP, and the Sheriff's Office have now been informed of these incidents. The superintendent says that for the safety of everyone, if a driver sees a group of migrants at a bus stop, they will drive past it and move on to the next.
Oh, I didn't even realize I had the... I'm a fucking idiot. It's just basically the map showing the school route, but that was the video. Yeah, good luck letting your kids... And remember, guys, Kamala's been in charge of the border for the last 3.5 years. Just, remember that. When you go to vote in November, this dumb bitch is the one who's allowing this shit to go on. And has been unfettered for the last 3 years. So the next time she gets up there and does her stupid fucking retarded dance as she panders, remember... Your kids can't go. Your kid won't be able to get picked up to go to school because a bunch of fucking illegals are trying to hijack their school bus so they can get further into the United States. So back to Aurora. Colorado resident says illegal migrants, illegals, just not even migrants, illegal aliens are now extorting American citizens for rent. I've lived in Colorado now for 4 months and they're taking over, extorting residents for rent. The police won't do anything. The feds won't do anything. The marshals won't do anything. Where are my vets at? This is an invasion. This is an enemy domestic. He's completely correct in that.
Dude, I've lived in Colorado now for like 4 months. And, you started hearing about like the migrants and stuff in Aurora and then it like escalated, they're taking over fucking like more than one apartment complexes and like extorting residents for rent. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, what are we doing? Like they're saying that the police won't do anything, the feds won't do anything, marshals won't do anything. Okay, well, like where are the vets at? Like, I'm dead ass. Fucking hit me up. Like,
absolutely, I'm dead ass.
Fucking couple squads plus. This is an invasion. This is an enemy domestic.
Yes, and we shall hook them up to car batteries and play Skibbity Toilet on repeat until they fucking their brains turn into literal mush. Unbelievable. So we'll talk about. No, we have a couple more. A couple more things to address, because here's the thing. There was kind of like one thing that really started this catalyst off, and where it goes. So here's the next one. This is a long video. Actually, yeah, because this is a really long one.
Of America.
And this broad has a lot to say. I think before we watch this video, I might do a we might do like a small break. While I'm waiting to, yeah, we might do ourselves a little break here. So we're going to do ourselves a little break. just for a minute. I need to go to the bathroom and refill my. Oh yeah, I am. You are seeing my fucking skills in real time. Because this woman's got a lot to say. She got like a 10-minute video. Like, here, I'll show you. Well, she got like a 10-minute video. And then we'll really get into it. We've been going for already over an hour. So I want to do like I said, a quick break. And when we come back, we'll go in depth into this. So give me just a minute, guys. We'll be back in a minute. chat. Thank you for your patience. We are back and ready to rumble. All right. Man, my room here smells like Top Gun oil. I was cleaning all my gats for a range day tomorrow before I dirty them up again. But oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Bringing up the... We're gonna watch this video.
I'm not one to talk politics. Never have been. I try to stay out of those conversations. I've always respected what everyone feels and thinks. I still do. But I don't think a lot of you understand what's happening in our country right now, mainly because most of you don't live in a sanctioned city. I live in Denver. So the people that are living in these sanctioned cities, we are slowly losing control of our city, our cities. And the government's not doing anything. Governor Polis in Colorado.
Okay, you dumb broad. It's because the government literally wants this to happen. They made your city a sanctuary city and a sanctuary state specifically because they want this sort of shit to happen. But these people don't get. They literally vote for the policies that they now suffer from, and then they're asking the government to fix the things that they fucked up. You know, Pelosi made the fucking quote from Reagan, you know, oh, the great communicator. Oh, well, Reagan also made one more other quote that people like to quote a lot, that the last thing you want to hear is, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
He is not doing anything about the apartment complex that has been taken over by Venezuelan gang members that have come over illegally. They have robbed 10 gun shops in Denver in the past month. They are strapping up, and this is just the first step. They're seeing what they can get away with.
You hear that? They're robbing gun stores. Now I know some of you anti-gun retards will be like, well, if you didn't have those guns in the gun stores in the first place, then maybe they wouldn't get them. Shut up, retard. Shut up. No. Because they'd still get them regardless. Okay? The black market exists for a reason. Okay? They'd still do it. So, doesn't matter. Point is, they're stealing guns from robbing gun stores, strapping up to extort the citizenry, and the government's doing nothing about it. You got the citizenry can do something really fucking silly, really fucking funny, if they had the gall to do it.
And so far, they've been in this apartment complex for almost a month. The police can't do anything about it. We haven't brought in reinforcements, and they're just living in this apartment complex they overtook, and no one's doing anything. What do you think they're going to do next? They're going to start overtaking more apartment complexes, more buildings, more facilities. What did our country think was going to happen when their time was up in the hotels we provided to them? I had a feeling they were going to start overtaking things, and that's what's starting to happen. It takes a lot to scare me. I've been to third world countries, never really been freaked out or nervous. Never thought that I would have to buy a gun to feel safe. And even when I get my gun...
So on the off chance this lady watches my stream, on the off chance, yeah, go out and buy one. Train with it. Learn to use it. I'll give this advice to anybody. You go out and buy something, train with it. Learn to use it. If your state gives you constitutional carry, which great. You don't need I still recommend getting the CCW permit for the reciprocity laws. That way you can carry it across state lines legally. That way, if you go to a state that doesn't have constitutional carry, but also a lot of those, but take classes. I highly recommend that. I know some people are like, oh, I don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to take a class, but they're to your benefit. They'll teach you good tactics, what to do, what not to do in a self-defense situation. Because if you're from Denver, the likelihood of you needing to learn how to do that is going up drastically by the minute. The more they flood in and the more they let in, the more you're going to be caught in a situation like that. And and the cards are already against you because you're in an anti-gun state where the Democrats are in control. They really don't like self-defense, successful self-defense situations, because it makes them look like idiots with their anti-gun arguments, because they're fallacies and bullshit. So yes, get one, learn with it, practice, train, take classes. I recommend getting like USCCA does good classes. There's some decent NRA instructors out there. Anything. A lot of local gun shops do good classes. There are some people that and try to find a class where they teach a self-defense course or like a safety course. Try to find one where they also teach you the state laws and some of the federal laws pertaining to it. Those are really nice to learn too. Yes, you can do, and yes, do your own research as well. Look that stuff up. You should look that stuff up regardless. But it's really helpful if you can find a good class that explains that to you and might be able to help weave your way through all the legalese.
Done in a couple days. I don't even know if I'll still feel safe, but at least I'll have a weapon. I've never been against guns, but I've also never thought that I'm going to need to buy a gun for safety. But here we are. Here we are. And if you don't live in a sanctioned city, I really, really encourage you to do some research and see what's happening to our country. I understand if you're a Democrat and you have your reasons, right? Abortion, you're pro-abortion and same-sex marriage. I'm fine with that. I understand we all have our own opinions and our beliefs, and that's important to a lot of you. But I hope you understand that although those are important topics when it comes to voting, if Trump or someone else is not in office other than Camila, whatever her name is, that stuff's not going to matter, because we will not have a country like we have now or have had. So it's not going to matter if abortion is legal or not. It's not going to matter if same-sex marriage is legal or not, because we're not going to have America anymore. It's not going to be the land of the free. It's not going to be what we have known our whole lives. We're living in a very scary time right now, and a lot of you just don't realize it, mainly because you're not in a sanctioned city, which is great. I'm honestly happy that you guys are not living in a sanctioned city. But for those of us that are, you really just need to pay attention to what's happening, because soon they're going to leave the sanctioned cities, and some of them already have and have gone to different states, cities. So if you think it's only going to happen in these sanctioned cities, you're very wrong. It's eventually going to spread, but this is where it's starting, and they are slowly taking over Denver. It's happening right before our eyes, and no one's doing anything about it.
Maybe we can get the illegals to take over the Denver airport, because there's that conspiracy that the Denver airport's like something like a fucking, like, what is it, gate to hell or whatever, with all the Masonic imagery and shit, like all that. Maybe we can like focus the illegals and make like a task force out of them to go take over the airport. That way they can uncover all of like the lizard people bunkers and shit under the airplanes. Do you think we can chat, do you think we could get them to do that? I think we can, if we dream big. I mean, we got to use them for something. It's either target practice or taking over the airport. We got to do something with them. So it's you can tell this woman never voted because she doesn't even know what Kamala, however you want to pronounce it. I don't really give a fuck. But because she called her Camila, which sounds a lot like Gila, which sounds a lot like Gila Stomper, which is a lizard. Huh. It's always back to the reptiles, Chad. It's always back to the goddamn interdimensional elves and reptiles. Alex Jones was right. But you can tell this woman never, like, paid attention to politics, which, like, that's what my dad, unfortunately, is like this. Where he's like, he never voted. He never really paid attention to politics until shit goes tits up. And then he's like, whoa, why did, like, I'm like, because the overwhelm, when you ever look at voting, for instance, like in the last election, you had like 80 million people vote for Trump and 80 million people vote for Biden, or 80, like something a little bit more, quote unquote, voted for Biden. Well, on the official census, there's 320 or 330 million United States citizens. All right, and that's just the documented ones, okay? Well, 80 million plus 80 million is in the ballpark of 160 million to 170 million. Well, that's only a third of the country. So you have 2/3 of the nation that don't vote, that don't get involved at any level. And then they're also the ones that get online and bitch and moan and complain, probably like this woman, of why is my city falling apart? Because you did not pay attention. Now, obviously, the best strategy is to affect policy is at the local level, and especially the state and especially the local level. You can affect policy at the federal level, yes, but concentrate more at the local and state levels. That's where you can really affect policy and change and keep shit the way you want to in your state. But you've got to pay attention. You've got to be proactive. I think election day in the United States is not a federal holiday. It needs to be a federal holiday. They don't want it to be a federal holiday because they don't want people to go out and vote, because they want their like core people to vote so the uniparty can do whatever they want. All right. They don't want these people to go and pay attention and go and do shit. I think you need to make it. If I don't think I'm going to make the polls on election day, I call off from work every year on election day. And I go and stand in line in the polls. If I don't think I'm going to get out of work, it's time to go. I call off every year. So I can go and do it. It's important. And that's what these people are slowly realizing. The people that don't vote, that don't go into this, that's what they're slowly realizing, that this shit's important. And you need to. Like she says, I don't care, like, it doesn't matter how you feel about abortion or whatever. None of that shit's gonna matter when you flood. A prime example, look at the UK. They're flooding millions of Muslim migrants into their country. Those Muslims do not give two shits about gay rights. When they get in there and they're the majority, they're going to vote in Sharia law and all that. And you have like the gays for Palestine. That's like the dumbest shit on the planet, because those people would just as soon throw rocks at you or throw you off a building than give you equal rights. Literally, you're literally, what's the term with the lion where, so it doesn't fucking eat you? There's a fucking age-old adage for it, and I can't remember what it is, other than you're just being stupid. Same thing with these people. You're going to vote in a bunch of these, you're going to bring a bunch of these idiots in and bring a bunch of them over that don't share your values, that don't give a fuck about you, that actively extort, that actively extort the citizenry, and the government allows it to happen. And you know why the government wants them? It's because here's the thing. The reason why there's so many illegals particularly flooding into the Democrat cities, why they do the sanctuary thing, yeah, they can't vote technically because they're not a citizen, and that's why they hate voter ID laws, because that way these people can't actually vote because they don't actually have an ID. That's why you're seeing them try to give them IDs for shit, even though they're not a citizen. But that affects the House of Representatives with how many seats they have in the House. Because they do affect the population, that does affect that. So their thought process is, well, we'll flood in a bunch of these immigrants, illegal or not, that are going to vote for us anyways because we let them in. It's going to bring up our delegate seats in the House of Representatives and skew the country and the way we want it to go. And the problem is all the third worlders are going to come in and vote for the same retarded shit that they fled Venezuela from.
I would get pulled over on the side of the road and had guns in my vehicle or pounds of marijuana or cocaine. Guess who's getting arrested? Me. Obviously, it's illegal. I'm doing things I shouldn't be doing. But these people are coming in doing all sorts of illegal things and not getting arrested, not getting kicked out of the country. We're handing these people money. We're handing these people tools to find ways and make it possible for them to overtake certain places and cities. I'm very nervous. I have a hard time even falling asleep at night right now because that's how nervous I am. And again, that's not like me. I am not typically someone who gets nervous or afraid. Homeless people don't freak me out. You know, you see the people on the streets tweaking.
They should.
Drugs. That stuff doesn't freak me out. What freaks me out is these Venezuelan gang members that are overtaking the city of Denver.
That's a really interesting thing she just made. She goes, oh, the homeless people, the fucking fent addicts that are doing the Seattle sway in the street don't bother you. That shit should absolutely bother you because that's the first step. That's the first step in this. This is anarcho-tyranny at its finest. That's the first step. As they let them fucking fent zombies out on the street and sit there and do their fucking sway and their fucking crack dances in public. And it desensitizes people to the decay around them. And then they bring in the illegals that take over the apartment building and, you know, point a fucking Glock in your face and say, oi puta, give me your fucking rent money or I start busting caps in your ass. And you better hope that the fucking building doesn't lose power. Because they won't let the fucking maintenance people into the building to do anything. Imagine being in a place where your fucking toilet sprung a leak and you can't even get a maintenance guy in the building because you got a bunch of fucking rabid, feral third worlders that took over your apartment complex. And your AC breaks or whatever. Or if this continues to go on into the wintertime, say your fucking heating breaks. Good luck. Have fun.
And I know it's happening in other sanctioned cities. And I feel like half of the world, half of America, half of the United States doesn't understand what's happening. And that's what scares me.
There are some people that don't understand what's happening because they were like, I'm assuming, like I said, I don't know for sure, but this chick rubs me the way where she didn't pay attention. There are some people that don't understand what's going on, yeah, because their head's in the fucking sand or they're consumed in their own little world with shit. They're not paying attention. But then there's a lot of other people that see it going on and don't fucking care. Or might have an opinion on it, but don't actually give a shit because it hasn't affected them yet. I'm already starting to see this kind of shit where I live. In the last couple of years, there's been a ton of fucking like Hondurans in this area now, where I'm at. Tons of them. They flood the fucking Walmart on the 1st of the month and buy literally fucking everything. 2-3 shopping carts of shit. Okay, and they literally clear out the entire grocery section of the Walmart the 1st of the month, every month, like fucking clockwork, when they get their fucking EBT cards and their government assistance. Literally, I've seen it. It's starting to get wild. I've been seeing it drastically in the last year. Now, a lot of that now, there's been a lot of issues that I feel like a crackdown's coming on that shit because they're starting to have a lot of problems with them. Car thefts is a big thing right now that's like really skyrocketing where I live. Like they've been stealing cars like crazy. And I live in a fairly like a semi-rural area. It's a city and it's a college town, but it's still fairly rural. But the problem is they're coming down out of the main city about 45 minutes to the north. They're coming down out of there and coming out here because it's cheaper to live out here. And then they're destroying it out. But she's right. They're going to be coming out of the sanctuary cities. And they're going to be coming in your area. Plan accordingly.
The most is that it's just not known that this is happening. So I just encourage you to do your research on what's happening right now. Venezuelan, it's actually a fact and known. You can find this online that they emptied their prisons, which is where all of these gang members came from. It's actually a gang known in Venezuelan prison. That's who's in our country right now. It's not just Venezuelans that wanted a better life. They emptied their prisons out. Venezuelan, if you look up the facts right now, their murders have gone down 80% since our border opened. Where do you think they are? They're here. They're in America. Guys, again, I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care. I don't care. I respect it. But I'm telling you,
I don't.
Being pro-abortion, same-sex marriage, I know all of that is important, but it is not going to matter because our world will go to shit. Our country is going to go to shit if we do not put someone back in as president like Trump. And I'm not a diehard Trump person. I never have been. I think he can be arrogant, says stupid shit, but what's happening right now is not okay.
You can see it in her as she's trying to think with her femoid brain. She is... Oh, it would be so fucked if Kamala came in and actually built the wall. I'm just seeing chat. Yeah, she's already started saying that, like, well, if I get elected, I'm gonna come in and build the wall. Okay, lady. Because immigration is really not popular. Because of shit like this. So yeah, they're going to come and try to say that they're going to build a wall and all that shit. No. But you can see the realization on this woman's face. It's like, you can tell that she's either most likely voted for Democrat policies or hasn't voted at all. And she's starting to realize that, holy fuck, maybe my boomer dad that wears the MAGA hat is right.
It's not okay. So I would really just encourage you guys to do your research. Democrat, Republican, whatever your views are. Right now, I don't think that matters. I don't think it matters if we're Democrat, Republican. We need to all come together as one to fix what's happening in our country. Because if we don't, we're not going to have one to then vote Democrat or Republican. It's not going to matter because we're not going to have... it's just mind-blowing that this is happening.
Almost there. Just say it. You're almost there. Come on, Blondie. You're almost there.
Led to buy a gun just to feel safe. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So she's saying I'm being led to buy. Okay, that's great. Do it. The more people that have guns, I'm all for the proliferation of the Second Amendment for the citizenry, for sure. But don't be one of those retarded first-time owners where they buy them and then they feel the need to whip it out at every possible chance they get. Don't be that person. You're more of a detriment for the Second Amendment move, like for 2A rights movements, than a help. You're more of a hindrance, in my opinion. Train, practice, get knowledge, get classes. Absolutely.
Oh, please just do your research, guys. Be woke. I guess that's a term that these young people are using. Be woke.
Oh God.
But seriously, wake up.
No, not that kind of woke, please.
And your kids are eventually not going to be safe if this continues. So yeah, guys, I mean, I don't even have anything else to say. I just really felt led to share something that's going on in Denver because I feel like so many people don't realize what is happening. And if Denver doesn't start doing something, or these other sanctioned cities, I know New York City is a huge issue right now too. Americans will not have control over these cities soon. I mean, it's getting to the point where, like, the people in Denver are going to all leave, and then it's going to be these Venezuelan people, these immigrants running these cities, and then eventually states. Like, I don't know what the future holds, but I can tell you it's not good if things don't change.
It took her 9 minutes, but fairly well said. Oh, as you can see, the chat's back up. We're having a conversation, gang. So now that we've heard the people talking about it, we're gonna watch some videos of it in action. This is what the people of Denver and Aurora are currently dealing with, and what is coming to you.
Nigga, the Venezuelans is taking over.
Oh, they just jacked that nigga shit.
They just jacked him? Oh, me. These niggas is out here tripping.
Look at that.
Bro, damn, they done made a mess of shit.
Remember, they want to give them permits so they can drive around. Right, yeah, just give the illegals passports, it'll be okay.
Nigga, y'all are on bullshit out here. That is on bullshit.
Oh shit! What the?
And see, you got these black guys laughing about it, but here's the thing: when you bring these illegals in, they do overwhelmingly affect, like, low income, typically minority areas. Okay, these Venezuelans that they're emptying out the prisons that they're bringing in, they don't like black people very much. As a matter of fact, statistics show that when Mexican and Venezuelan gangs come in, they typically start wiping out the blacks, like wholesale the gangs, and taking over. What do you think they're going to do to you guys in apartments? Ooh, just something to consider.
Yeah, they're tripping. Nigga, they cracking off in the air and everything. They driving over the... Nigga, we almost just got hit.
What? Oh, yeah, well, nah, so I'm reading the chat. No, they do, the Mexican and the Venezuelan gangs, like the Hispanic gangs, come in and they take out, first of all, they outmaneuver financially the domestic, like, other minority gangs, like like predominantly black gangs and shit like that. They outperform them. They're more, first of all, they're more violent, and they don't like, I mean, it is very much a race thing with them.
Bro, these niggas is on bullshit.
Imagine trying to go to the store. Really? They take over the parking lot. So, here's the big one. This is the big one here. This is what started this. The Aurora, Colorado councilwoman who leaked the video is heavily armed Venezuelan gang members. First of all, I am absolutely going to roast this retard's build right here. Storming an apartment says several apartment buildings in Denver area have already been completely taken over. How is this America in 2024?
Seen at several of these complexes now. They've spray painted Venezuela all over the buildings. There are broken windows. There's trash everywhere. It's really a grim scene at these apartment complexes. And
wait, does she have a live, laugh, a wonderful life? Oh, you already know this bitch has got a live, laugh, love sign on the coffee table.
You know, what you see at any given time is men, and I've really only seen men, walking around with guns. They are actively patrolling these properties. They have completely taken them over.
Yeah, because they're ex-prisoners.
They have beaten up any staff that was on site of these complexes. They have beaten them up. So there is no staff. It is absolutely these gang members controlling these apartment complexes. And, yesterday I made sure to go in with several police officers helping and watching. But I'll tell you what, before I even had this family completely moved out of their apartment, these folks were already fighting over this apartment complex, and they were starting to move stuff in before we had even completely moved this family out.
So, first of all, the Venezuelans and these other third worlders have the IQ of fucking guinea pigs. First of all, what the fuck is that? Listen, Pedro, this isn't fucking Call of Duty. All right? Like, god damn it, man. Why does he... First of all, I can't fully tell from this picture, but obviously this is an AR platform, or I'm assuming it's an AR pattern rifle platform. Okay. There's a really good... Okay, there we go. He has an angled foregrip on it with a collapsible stock, probably an Magpul, all the way up on it. So you already know that isn't a just for his length to pull. But what I want to talk about is this. I can't fully tell if that's an LPVO or I wouldn't be surprised if this retard has a fucking, like, a full, like, 8x full length scope, because I can't tell if these are, like, fixed. Obviously it's on Picatinny, but I can't tell if these are snap-on mounts or like the ones where you actually have to bolt this on and the mount doesn't come off unless you unscrew the So this guy has a full-on fucking scope on his rifle. I can't tell if it's an LPVO where it's like a 1:6x, but it looks like it's a full-on rifle scope. And he's quote-unquote clearing apartment rooms with it. But look at this shit. You got this idiot here. We want to talk about tactics. This dumbass here is standing here with a gun. They're trying to go in and I can't remember what, I think they're trying to go into this door. It'd be really easy. The target-rich environment. And look how they just barge right in the door. Just shoot through the door. Just shoot through the door at this point. You're bound to hit one of them. Oh yeah, working with what you got? Yeah, because he stole it from the gun shop. He must have got all the... Look at this guy. He must get all the fucking tortillas in prison. You know, also, a really funny thing I noticed here, they don't have any plate carriers. No armor. Use that knowledge. Do with that what you will. But this was the video. I'm just saying, Jacketed Hollow Points do something really fucking silly. But this is the video. I'm gonna let it play in the background while I talk about it. This is the video that kind of sparked off this whole thing. Because this councilwoman leaked it and showed the Ring doorbell. You have how many individuals? So you have Fat Boy, the fucking squad sniper here, retard and Red 1 and retard and Thing 1 and Thing 2, the hunter from Left, or the hunter from Left 4 Dead, right there. You got green shirt here. the other video. There's the hunter. There's, you know, El Puto Gordo. Green shirt thing 2. Yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7 of these guys on your front porch in your hallway telling you hand over the fucking money, or they're gonna use those stolen weapons on you. Is this any way to fucking live? Is that any way to live? Why do you allow it? If these guys took over, or like near where I was at, because we're in the process of buying a house, but I'm in an apartment right now. If I was in apartment 301, it'd be really silly. That was. So here's another video. This is another issue, another instance in Aurora. This is from Libs of TikTok. Take her information what you will. But you know what? Video and pictures don't lie. Received this from a follower in Aurora, Colorado. His truck was shot up in the middle of the night by random drive-by attack. This occurred just a few miles from the apartment complex that was taken over by violent Venezuelan gangs. Crime in the city has skyrocketed. So they just showed up. Hopefully that was the sound of them crashing that car because they don't know how to drive. Yeah, they just show up and just shoot up the guy's truck. No reason. Supposedly. Some people were like, oh, I don't see them, you know, doing wanton violence. Oh, I absolutely could. This guy could be involved with them. He could not. Either way, they shot up his rig, and I know some people are going to say, oh, well, insurance... No. Insurance doesn't cover gang violence, but there's clauses involved. They most likely will not cover this. This will be out of pocket for you to fix. So now we move on to the most boomer. Some people are literally soy jacking, saying this is literally Sons of Anarchy. So, multiple videos emerging of Hell's Angels heading to Colorado on motorcycles to deal with the Venezuelan migrants. I've seen multiple videos in the last 10 minutes that are showing the Hell's Angels heading down to Colorado to Aurora. This is going to be interesting. I've seen footage of it. We'll see what this woman has to say. I've included one video, but there are several being posted all over the internet right now. So I don't know what the Hell's Angels are going to do. The Hell's Angels of today, by and large, are not the Hell's Angels of the 70s. The level of violence that they commit has gone down, but it'll be really interesting to see what happens. The cops might just let them fucking do it wholesale, because that way they don't have to deal with the variants and they can third party whoever's left.
I have seen multiple videos in the last 10 minutes that are showing the Hells Angels heading to Colorado, to Aurora. This is going to be interesting. Anybody else hearing that? Like, I've seen footage of it, but you know, things get like crossed on here, but wow.
Soccer moms are getting excited for the bikers to come in and quote unquote save them, because this stupid bitch probably voted for the policies, got already fucked up to begin with. So yeah, here's more. Someone's going to Aurora. This is supposedly people posting it, of like all the, you know, all the Harley boys. Better run. God, the boomer posting is so fucking cringe. I'm muting it. Got all the Hell's Angel. God, the boomer posting is so fucking unbelievably retarded. So you're gonna replace the. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I had a choice between violent Venezuelans or the Hells Angels, I'd honestly probably rather have the Hells Angels running my apartment building. But they're either going to be slinging cocaine or slinging heroin, one of the two. But you also get to listen to Harleys at every hour of the day. And then here's another video, more boomer posting. I really, really hope, and it's going to be really funny when they do it. The Hells Angels are going to go down there, and these, like I said, these aren't going to, these are, one of two things are going to happen. Either it's going to turn into an absolute fucking free-for-all. It is literally IRL Tilted Towers, chat. The Venezuelans took over 2 towers as Tilted Towers, and we're going to send in the Fortnite Hells Angels in there to get them with their chug jugs and shit. And they're gonna take out the goddamn Venezuelans. All right, one of two things is gonna fucking happen. Either one, the Venezuelans are gonna come in, or you know, all the Hells Angels idiots are gonna go down there and stand around, look really tough, and get repelled because they don't actually have the fucking firepower that the Venezuelans do. Or two, they're gonna go down there and actually be prepared, and it's gonna turn into like complete wanton violence. And that's honestly what would be really funny if it happens that way. So, plan accordingly, chat. That's what you have to look forward to if you live in a sanctuary city. Remember that. You see about the shit in New York. Now, the standard New Yorker is a belligerent retard. So I have a feeling of a bunch of uppity migrants, illegals, whatever, wanted to, he didn't have the Fortnite battle pass for that pickup truck. So they fucking used the SCAR to shoot it up. The problem, you see this in Colorado because you got the hippies. Because the hippies ruined that state. Eric Cartman was completely correct in the hippies ruining the state. They had the drum circles in the walls of the houses. The average New Yorker is a belligerent retard. And they do have like some semblance of city level pride. So it'll be really funny when the illegals try to do that shit in New York on a large scale like they're doing here. And the New Yorkers go wholesale on them because they're just as belligerent as the Venezuelan prison gangs. It'll be really funny to see, and then you'll have Ho she'll come in and she'll fucking third party whoever the winner is. So moving on. For those of you that don't know, Brazil doesn't like freedom, and if you think that X getting banned is somehow a good thing because fuck Elon. If you think that Elon's at fault for this, like some of his choices led to this, but he's not at fault. He was reacting to what the government in Brazil's doing. Brazil's government is 110% in the wrong with this. 100% unequivocally in the wrong. You will not prove it to me otherwise. Okay. So this is from the Economic Times, which take this, I have some sources. This leans kind of left. I said that leans more in Elon's favor. Somewhere in the middle is the truth. This will be like the last main talking point thing we talk about tonight. And then like after that, we're going to go to game time. Why is Brazil's Supreme Court blocked X and what that means for the platform? Brazil's Supreme Court has ordered the suspension of X, formerly known as Twitter, after a protracted legal battle with the social media platform's owner, Elon Musk. The court mandated this suspension due to the company's failure to appoint a new legal representative in Brazil within the deadline set by the Supreme Court Judge Alexandre de Moraes. This dude looks like a rapist. I'm just going to say, he looks like he touches women and children. The decision affects approximately 40 million Brazilian users who will lose access to the platform within 24 hours, making it the latest addition to the list of countries that have banned or suspended the social media service. They make it sound like people have been banning X left and right since Musk took over the platform. Not really. This is like the only one. There's been a couple like Middle Eastern countries, but who gives a fuck about them? Honestly, who gives a fuck about anybody that isn't like the Western Hemisphere or Europe, in my opinion? Who gives a fuck what the South Americans think? But that's just me. The legal confrontation between X and Brazilian authorities began in April when Judge de de Moral Oral ordered the suspension of multiple X accounts accused of spreading disinformation. I would like to know what accounts he tried to have banned. Which will be really funny if they're not Brazilian accounts and they're accounts in the United States. Then no, fuck you. They're not breaking any laws. A directive in which the company did not comply. This defiance led to the current suspension order. The judge also imposed a fine of 50,000 reais, which is their fake money, for any attempts to circumvent the block, such as using a VPN. Oh yeah, that's another thing. They have it where it's $8,900. See, dude, this guy dude, you already know, hard drive check. This guy doesn't want you to have the freedom. Why? Look at his cold dead eye. You already know he touches babies. He eats their wieners. He absolutely dude, you know it. You know how you get your head that shiny? Blood. Infant blood in adrenochrome. That's how you do it. Just look at him. Yeah, he's married. Yeah, he's married to the devil. This is a demon. Look at that. He's like, yes, give me the child. Give me the child, elongated muskrat. I want to touch them. Yes. Just look at him. But continuing on with the article. More disinformation. Oh yeah, most of the Brazilians are furries too. I guess maybe Twitter will improve. Go back to, oh wait, they can't go to Fur Affinity. Dragoneer died. That fat bastard finally had a heart attack. So the furries are officially the new fucking Hebrews. They need to have like their "let my people go" moment. There are people without a home. The furry is the new Jew. In the response to this decision, Musk stated free speech is the bedrock of democracy, and an unelected pseudo judge in Brazil is destroying it for political purposes. Brazil now joins the growing list of countries that have all banned or restricted X. China banned X. Okay, well, it's China. After they tried to, the Uyghur Muslims, blah, blah, blah. In Russia, the platform faced increased difficulties. Okay, it's Russia. Oh, okay. Iran banned X in 2009. Well, Musk wasn't in charge. Russia in 2022. Well, Russia doesn't want the Russians knowing what that they're blocking it so their own people can't because they're in a state of war. China in 2009 banned it. Well, Musk wasn't in charge in 2009. So I like how they're trying, like, the way they're wording this is, oh, another one has banned it. Making it sound like it's Musk that did it. Well, no, they've been banned since 2009. Almost. No, actually 15 years before Musk. Well, what? Well, how long has Musk been in charge of Twitter? What, 2 years now? Something like that? Or a year, 2 years? Either way, it's been over a decade since before Musk took over the platform. So you can't, Myanmar following the military coup in 2021, the new ruling authorities order mobile networks and internet service providers to block X and Instagram, social media. Yeah, see, block X and Instagram. They use those to protest the coup. North Korea announced in 2016 it was blocking X alongside Facebook, YouTube, and several South Korean websites as part of efforts to control internal information. Okay, this is the most surprising one. You would have thought North Korea would have had this shit banned long before then. So that's honestly kind of fucking surprising. In 2018, Turkmenistan, which is a fake nation, blocked social media apps such as X, WhatsApp, and Facebook, along with foreign news and opposition websites. Okay, so yeah, all these these are all like openly hostile countries to the West or authoritarian regimes that don't want free. What is the common theme with each one of these places that banned Twitter or social media platforms in general? What's the common theme here, chat? Do I need to play the Jeopardy theme? China, authoritarian communism. Russia, authoritarian oligarchy. Iran, authoritarian theocratical caliphate. Myanmar, whatever cesspool it's currently devolved into at this point. North Korea, authoritarian regime. Turkmenistan, authoritarian regime. Uzbekistan. So, all the countries that have X banned want censorship, that don't want their people to know what's going on in the outside world, or wants to control the narrative. And Brazil joined. Suspension accounts is from remove a content deemed harmful. Again, somebody made fun of him saying that he wasn't allowed to have any more adrenochrome, and he got the big mad. So now he's trying to ban all the Brazilians. He wasn't allowed to have Brazilian Miku. So now you're not allowed to have her either. Because he needs to keep his head shiny for baby blood and adrenochrome. And interdimensional. Your teeth don't get that white unless you suck on interdimensional elf cock. Okay? That's the only way. That's the only fucking way your teeth get that white. That also helps. Also, he doesn't know that yet, but interdimensional elf jizz helps with the crow's feet. He doesn't know that yet, but he will. Because he successfully got X banned in Brazil. This guy's going to look 20 years younger in the next month. Watch. He's going to get that sweet, sweet adrenochrome. Either from the interdimensional elves or the U.S. government. Press S to spit, chat. I'll start off. S. There we go. So that's what's going on with Twitter. It's unfortunate. Use a VPN. Fuck the government. These people are so fucking stupid. Unbelievable. This is such a psyop. Whatever. Well, that was the show in earnest of all the topics I wanted to talk about this evening. We can still have some conversation and other stuff, but I think we're going to shift gears and we're going to game for a little bit. So we're going to move on and we're going to play a little bit of Starfield. I got back into it a little bit. They did some updates, did some quality of life changes to it. That new vehicle they put in the game recently is actually pretty nice to actually explore. The DLC comes out, I think, in September, at the end of September. So I'm pretty excited for that, to be honest. So I think we're gonna play. I started a new run, and now it's a modded run. I absolutely downloaded mods and did a modded run this time around. I don't even care about achievements. I'm doing a new run, modded run. But I think maybe we'll play a little bit of Starfield. At least until my PC completely fucking blows its wad and overheats drastically. I'll leave my alert box and my live overlay on. There it goes. Now it's working. Yay. I need to turn that sound down. Oh. So yeah, that was the. Oh, I need to. Shit. I need to adjust. I need to adjust the stream info. Wow, my multi-stream chat finally fucking loaded all at once. Christ. Starfield. Updated stream info. Alright, I need to lower the volume because that game is loud as shit. Was it 65? Lower to like 30. So, I'm gonna show you guys my ship. So, I'm on a planet right now. I'm currently doing the Manus quest, so we're gonna do that because we're already here. But where I am in the main story is I still have to do. I just started the UC. I'm doing, and I have like the 3 main things before I start getting my Starborn powers. And then I have the Trackers Alliance. I don't remember these quests, so this has to be a newer thing. So, because I don't remember being spoken to by the mysterious tracker. So I'm kind of interested to see that quest line, which will be really cool that they added a new faction in. So yeah, this is my character. Oh no, I can upgrade my heavy weapons. As you can tell, I absolutely put in mods and cheated. I don't even care. I already did like a straightforward playthrough, so I'm just doing a modded one to have fun right now. Picking this fucking thing up, moving it over here. Out of my way. But this is my captain's quarters. Somebody told me that there was a thing where you could like change where the ship selects how the ship selects where the doors are. I didn't figure that one out, so but come out of there. Like I got Sam on here. You come in here. This is like the mess hall kind of deal. Infirmaries in here. You go up this ladder. This is the cockpit for the ship. I have like that weird one that sits on top. Where it sits on top of the ship. And then some people are going to go nuts because I have like the weird ladder thing. I want to get. I liked Red Dead, but I didn't care for the online as much with Red Dead. And I played Fallout 76 at launch, and Fallout 76 sucked so much dick at launch that I never went back to it. I hear it's fantastic now, but I have no desire, unfortunately. And I love Fallout. I absolutely love the Fallout series. I played every single Fallout game, including Tactics, and it pains me to say that, but I'll never go back to 76. But go up the ladder. Here's the other ship. I got the battle stations up here. Then you go down this ladder, and this is the way out of the ship. So we're gonna do that. Oh, I want to show you the other area really quick. My ship is a little weird to get used to. So you go through this door. I have all of the like crafting back in here. So I actually kind of liked the layout a little bit. Now, is Starfield a perfect game, Silva? Not really.
I bet you'll find plenty here to catalog.
Yeah, good luck, idiot. Yeah, like just see you guys fucking try it. Like Bethesda, Like, is this a perfect game? No. It feels really sterile, and I have my choice gripes about particularly the followers in particular. Oh yeah, this is one of the mods I have, is this spacesuit. Yeah. I mean, like, the Starfield's getting better. Like, and I know Fallout 76 is pretty solid now, but, like, going back with, I, like, absolutely tanked that rocket shot. Yeah, 76, like, my one buddy plays it a lot, and he keeps asking me to play it. I also have another buddy that plays a lot of, like, Elder Scrolls Online, and he wants me to get into that one with him too, and I just don't have the time for an MMO. Like, I have a friend, a lot of my buddies play MMOs a lot, and I was really big into Warcraft years ago. Never really got super into Warframe, but, like, the two big ones that a lot of my friends play right now is, like, the First Descendant and Elder Scrolls Online. Now, the First Descendant looks cool, especially for thirst trap shit, because it's really funny to watch the, like, the Sarkeesian women bitch and moan about, like, thick Asian women as your character. But I hate Korean MMOs because they're, like, super predatory with their, like, monetization. So...
Off the deep end. I guess it's possible. She never talked about where she got her fortune. Man, she could handle herself anywhere. A lot to take in.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
You're absolutely looting. What's this? Notepad. All right.
There you are.
Was I not supposed to?
I'm here. I'm hot. I'm tired. So thanks, Mom. Best gift ever. The stupid code worked. The door scanned my biometric. Surprise! It's me. Then I heard Mom. I nearly had a heart attack. She's at her lair. Yeah, lair. What a freak. Is meant for the worthy. So all I have to do is take some tests.
But this guy's just taking a nap. First of all, he's like, oh, my lair, my mom. Dude, if I found out my mom was like some vigilante, that'd be pretty lit. Okay? Maybe if you were a better fucking kid. Oh yeah, AAA, yeah, it was very lazy. $4,000 is all I get for an expert level save. I'm ending it, chat. I'm gonna end it. I'm palling around with Sarah right now, trying to get her Dude, like, honestly, the one thing about Starfield, the companions in this game were by far some of the worst. Like, if you're going, I know it's not the same franchise, but if we're going off of, like, Bethesda's track record, Fallout 4 had, not only I think it had the most companions with all the DLC included as any Fallout game, but it also had some of the best. Now, Strong, I think, is not that great of a follower versus, like, Fox from 3. But you had Piper, you had Nick Valentine, Dustborn looks like shit. Dustborn looks like ass, and so I'm reading chat. So yeah, so Dustborn looks like ass, and then on top of it too, I can't control this minigun to save my ass. Dustborn looks like shit. What's the other one? Concord. Oh my god, you want to talk about a fucking trash fire? They're like, let's make all of our characters fat and retarded looking, and that'll make people want to play our game. Okay, Sony. Looks like shit. They literally took the meme 500 cigarettes, and they're like, oh yeah, let's do 500 players, and... Cease your bickering, spacers. We're having total spacer death in the Mantis lair tonight. I know I'm absolutely playing this game on easy mode, but I don't really care. Did I get it with that? God, I hope I got it with that. Funny. I've never even heard of foam stars. So you're already one up on me with that one. I don't even know what that is. Fortnite's dog shit. Okay, the only thing that Fortnite has is its memeability. Like that one fucking, that kid that made that, he did that really shitty cover of, he did that really shitty cover of, American Boy, talking about, playing Fortnite or whatever. He's like, going to Tilted Towers, but not Luke Lake, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm talking about? It's its memeability. But yeah, Fortnite's dog shit too. Epic Games will never make anything else good ever again because they make entirely too much money off of that. Okay, got it. I was like, God, I'm retarded. I can't figure this out. Oh, was it a Square Enix game? Never heard of it. For looting everything. I already know that guy's like a bad guy, and I'm just gonna fucking toast his ass anyways. But I want to see, what the fuck was this thing that I picked up? The rip shank. Auto rip. Oh! 10% against humans. Oh, I forgot. This is like the fucking, shoots the fucking bolts or whatever, the rivets. Yeah, it shoots like spikes at people. You pin them to walls and shit. I got a legendary one on my original run through that was really fun to use. It had like, it did 10% to humans, furious, so so it did increasing damage on each shot. And what was the third one? Oh, armor penetration. The COVID meme game.
You can't hide.
Guess I gotta go find the one guy that's still alive that's fucking with this dude. Oh, here it is. Bye, asshole. Oh, he is a legendary crack axe. Let's see what it has. Furious, Lacerator. That's actually a really good melee weapon, to be honest with you. That's actually like a fucking primo roll. We're gonna use the crack axe for a little bit, I think. I know just how to break it in, too. We're gonna absolutely save Scum. Because I don't want Sarah to get mad at me if I fucking just kill this dumbass. So I remember how to do this. It's I think it's no, Sarah. God damn it, you dumb bitch. I ran two ends, where's the other end? And yes, Tyrannus, because her mom, the mom in this was always like, "Sic semper Tyrannus." I want to unlock expert up here because oh, was it a copy Squid Game or what, Splatoon? Oh, copy Squid. Oh, Squid Games. Oh, I don't know why I thought it was Splatoon. Oh my god, I'm like fucking retarded, chat. There's one. There it is. Okay. Fucking rip the dream. Oh, was it a copy of Splatoon? I hate these digipigs. By God, we did it. I'm not completely retarded, chat. Yay. Really? That's all I get? I'm gonna kill myself. I'm just gonna end it. I'm in the game. Not IRL, in the game. I'm just gonna throw myself at this robot down here. Yeah, I mean, I like the Digipicks. They were definitely unique. Skyrim's is honestly the worst in my opinion. It's extremely tedious.
Catastrophic damage.
Yeah. There's your catastrophic.
I am sorry I could never show this lair to you.
Find anything useful?
The lair is a secret that's been passed down for over 100 years. And there are rules. You remember when you were a teenager? All the training, the drills, all of it was to prepare you for this. I know you have it in you, Leon.
Like, I mean, you could use this technically as a player home. I want to get the robotics perk to deal more damage to robots. Honestly, I forget what class I picked. We were like with the traits. I think it was pilot or bounty hunter. The bounty hunter starting trait class is honestly the best bet for this because like piloting is just a useful skill to have. Now we gotta do the really annoying thing of flying the Mantis ship to a port to claim it. Which I like the Mantis' ship. I never really augment the ship that much, particularly the Mantis. There's a couple ships, like I like the Frontier too. I typically leave the Mantis and the Frontier, and then the one you get for the Freestar, I like the look of that ship too. I typically leave those ones in order, or like where they're at. Sell that. I mean, you could technically use this as a player home if you really want to. We are absolutely going to save Scum if I don't get a good roll on this. It's actually not a bad roll on that. Honestly, I mean, yeah, this armor is like really weak compared to what I'm wearing right now. But honestly, that's actually a really good fucking roll on the armor. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. Dude, the first time I did this, I save scummed like crazy to get what I wanted. And the armor I got, I wasn't even really all that happy with. Like, I like the chest plate and the backpack. But I didn't like anything else.
For God's sake, drop some of that rubbish already.
Oh, am I over encumbered? Is that why she's bitching? Yeah. Yeah, here, I'll put some of this shit in the science crate. Like this shit. And, this fucking shitty chameleon suit. See what's in this crate, though. these fucking mini games use like all my brain power because I'm disabled. I'm honestly surprised I did it. Ooh. All right, Sarah, pony up, bitch.
If you have any gear,
Yeah, you're gonna be carrying some too, you fucking skank. My inventory. We're gonna make her carry all the resources. There we go. Run, piggy, piggy. All right. Let's go claim our ship, shall we? Let's go claim our ship. That way we can get the hell out of here. Probably, honestly, we'll probably just take it to fucking...
You're doing well, Leon. Almost there. I know. Things have been difficult. The mantle of the Mantis is a heavy burden. But you can do so much good. The spacers and...
I think we're gonna go to Aquila, because I think we're gonna do the empty nest quest.
Someone to check them. To make them realize some lines cannot be crossed. You have it in you, Leon. I know you do. Stay sharp. Focused. Just a little further.
Yeah, this is like a neat ship. Like, I think it's... I like the layout of it. Razor Leaf. Plus, it's also named after a fucking Pokemon move, which I think is pretty neat, you know, as soy as that is. I like the armory up here. I think that's a nice touch that has, like, all it has is, like, really an armory. And then, like, a all-in-one berth. And then you have the cockpit. It's just, like, I like some of these smaller ships. So...
Stay in orbit or jump. Well, this is quite interesting.
As I wander the blackness of the deep abyss, my ship is in tatters, all dented and worn, but I trust my old engine to get back by morn. Always happy to meet a stranger. Hope my singing was to your liking. Oh, and afraid my ship's got the next jump plotted in. Fair travels.
Oh. Oh, we don't want to go to Tau City yet. We're gonna go do Aquila and do the empty nest quest really quick. Actually, no. We're gonna go to New Atlantis because I want to keep Sarah for a little bit to max out her affinity. And before we, because you get a lot of points like getting into the unknown and back to Vectera with her. So we're gonna talk to Vladimir. Yeah, that new vehicle's honestly not too bad. Like, it's kind of rough, but it's also their first time ever putting like a vehicle in any of their games.
I could use a few moments to unwind.
I don't think it's all that bad.
Need some work done? Got anything you need to offload? Okay, no problem.
Here, I have. You're welcome. I picked it up. I'm just pleased I get. Check back with me.
Oh, give me a flower. Thank you.
Glad to haul what
She can keep the gun. Wait, actually, takes 11 millimeter. I think I might have something better for her. Yeah, we're gonna give her the rivet. And then the ammo. I think I got rivets for her. I do. Give her the rivet gun.
Talk to you later.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple land. Okay, no problem.
We're gonna add some fucking wait, can I upgrade the engines? Oh no, I don't have B rank yet. God damn it.
Hi. Kind of breaking my concentration here.
Okay. Get on board here, and then we'll yeah, the other thing too is like the car just, if you buy the car from like one of the ship services, it's like 25,000 and it just shows up. You don't have to buy a hab for it or anything, which like is like on one hand it's cool because you don't, that's like one less thing you have to worry about building on your ship. But at the same time, like it'd be kind of cool for the immersion aspect of it where you had to buy like a hab and you could see the garage and have your car and like that'd be cool. In my opinion. But they didn't go that route. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna put the really nice shit in the captain's locker. Like the mantis, the constellation suit. The helmets. What do you mean the containers at max capacity? Are you fucking serious? Do I have another helmet or whatever? Man, so I want to put that in my one room. Put it on display in here. There. Yeah, we did our little display. How do these doors close again? Oh, nice. Okay. Alright, cool. Let's get it rolling, gang. We'll make our way to go talk to that Vladimir guy up at the eye.
Escape trajectory plotted.
I have the widest, fattest fucking ship possible. Like, I like the smaller ships, and I can appreciate that. Like, I can appreciate that on a ship. But I tend to like having a lot of habs on my ship. Actually, I don't think I have anybody who's crewed on this ship. Oh, landed ship. Okay, I gotta land to get America back on.
Aha! The eye is always open to Constellation.
As I get ready to ram it.
Docking cycle complete.
I'm curious.
Set foot on the eye for ages.
Let's see if I can do this. Through. Oh, I have to land it. So she's not gonna be on our ship until we get to Aquila, probably, or my next landed.
Hope Vladimir is in a good mood today.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood. Ah,
Yeah.
gotta pass the hours on the star station somehow. And the iron's always been good to me.
Just don't challenge him to an arm wrestling competition.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye. Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You know there's more to come. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive. You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Matteo are both following up on scans themselves. Matteo went out recently, but Andreja...
Yes, indeed. Stop worrying so much, Vladimir.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but... Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting. Jaw the words another time.
I have something I need to discuss with you.
Oh.
Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like raw energy? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives, and just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't... Really? After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my... Oh yes, absolutely. I didn't mean to compare.
Trying to romance Sarah or Andreja. I haven't figured out yet who I want to.
Aja was the one who taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her... Honestly, it wasn't so much what Aja and I discovered in our travels. It was the journey that was memorable. Exactly. There was no... Oh, I find that sort of... I'll take that as a compliment. You know, all this talk... No, she retired. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far... Well, I don't You see...
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know if I deserve to be... If you knew
Yeah.
that I've done...
We're gonna work on it a little bit.
My life's unfolded. Please, give me...
Captain Grace, it is.
And we're loose.
We're gonna land on the planet really quick. That way we can pick up what's her face, my one crewmate. That's what we're gonna do. I'm trying to get the ship commander thing, so I need to have enough people on ship. That's 4 people. Yeah, I'm trying to get the perk. Alright, he says go find Andreja. We're gonna go back to Vectera and do that one. And go to Vectera and do that. So we can get Barrett. Honestly, out of like the core 4 like romance, so there's more than just 4 companions. Like there's 4 that you can romance, but you can have a lot more companions. Honestly, like I usually pal around with Vasco a lot, like once I get like some affinities up, because he doesn't give a fuck what you do. He's like dog meat. But out of the core 4 that you can romance, my least favorite is Barrett. I don't like Barrett very much. I like Samco. Like, his quest line was cool, but his daughter's annoying. And then Andreja and Sarah are the 2 I like the most. Particularly Andreja's quest is pretty fun. But the factions in this game are really well done. I'll give him credit with that. this is where you can get Lynn and Heller and Barrett all involved. Lynn and Heller are really cool to have for companions on like an outpost.
Well, you're back. Don't you Lynn me. I thought things had already gone sideways, but more pirates showed up when you were gone. We weren't as lucky this time. Calvert. Troy.
No, it sucks.
Well, how could you have? Anyway, I was pinned down behind some crates with Barrett. Bullets and laser fire everywhere. No smile on that damn carefree face of his. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says,
Not for them anyway. Barrett is more dangerous.
Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and he's got the 3rd one, drags him out into the open at gunpoint, and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate Newton's 3rd law on this guy's temporal lobe. And that's when they brought out Heller. I didn't overhear everything, but after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barrett put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken aboard the... And that's the last I saw of her. They could have grav-jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirate... You want to try it? Go ahead. But the odds of them being alive... I've lost a lot of people on this run, Dusty. I just want to pack up.
We need batteries. The emergency cells, there's one. I think there's like another one out here. No, there's just that one.
Temperature levels are bottoming out.
There's another one. I think it's where we can get like Heller's putter. Whatever I think is in here somewhere. There's the control room key. Those. There's the 3rd one. Alright. I'm gonna start opening safes and shit.
Out the grav jump calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what?
out of range of the sensor array on Vectera.
Yep, there it is.
Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never.
What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship.
Pioneers there are in the galaxy, however. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face.
So, you... What? Okay. What? Not really cut out, but it might not be a bad... Be a while before... And hey, if you ever need a little extra help... Seems like you've been keeping my contracts up with all... Works for me. Right. I'll get... Good luck finding Barrett. Best of luck out there.
Got her put on the ship.
Hello, Captain.
I can recruit Heller at some point too.
Captain?
We have liftoff. Retros firing. Orbit stabilized. Can't believe Barrett snuck a transmission to us. He always finds a way. Damn him.
I always make the ugliest ships, but I prefer form over function. Or function over form. Sorry, the other way around.
Something I can help you with, Dusty? Landing site locked. Take us in. Good luck finding Barrett. Keep an eye out for Hello while you're at it.
Wait, that's the one thing about this this ship cabin that sucks is if any of these idiots come up here to sit in here, they just talk the whole time. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Door. Run to the back of the ship. Just
Hey there, how's it going?
climb up here. Just jump down here. Just go out. Yeah, like zigzag.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Zeroing in on anything useful?
I don't remember these guys crashed on a planet like this. Oh, hell yeah. I didn't even know this thing had headlights. Perfect. Normally, these guys don't ever crash, at least for me. They've never crash landed on like a planet with trees and shit. It's always been like an empty... It's always been like an empty planet. Vehicle exit is obstructed.
Oh, hey. Considering the spaceship wreckage, you mean? Hey, you know, when I pulled you to the... man, Barrett was all... Oh, he tells me. I just remember him shouting, "This kid is a killer." I mean... Bingo. I blacked out. You missed the... Man, he did... Oh, yeah. So, I was... And then...
I've heard this dialogue so many times, I don't even care.
But got a signal from the ship. Hey. Yeah. Just give me a minute. Let me know when you want to head. Still think there might... Phew,
Okay. Get him on there just to get him out of here. Barrett comes back with us regardless. But I'll end up taking these two off because I'll do outpost. I'll make an outpost, put those two at it.
You got it.
You've given the fleet a lot of trouble, Barrett. Hey, since when is surviving being attacked causing trouble? Isn't that just fighting back? Hey, pilot, could you move your arm a little bit to the left? I can't make out the console.
Don't move. He's trying to figure out our destination. Probably transmitting this conversation right now while we're still in orbit.
Well, yeah, thought I was making that pretty obvious. Okay, put the gun down. I'm done. See? My retinas are pointing away from the console and towards this lovely view of space we have out the window.
Tie him up. Once we get back to the base, the fun stuff.
This thing drives like the Warthog from Halo, but just like a really shitty version of it. It drives like a mixture of the Mako and the Warthog. It's actually better to drive this thing in first person. Now you can also like leave this thing anywhere. You don't have to like drive it back to the ship. You could like leave it somewhere and fast travel back to the ship, then get on and go. I haven't had it get destroyed yet, so I don't know like if it gets destroyed if you have to go and buy another one, or if it respawns, or like, you know, if you go to like a porter with it or whatever. I don't know how that works. So
Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
Need something, Chief?
Can I have a moment of your time?
ignore.
As you can without a quality warranty package.
Oh fuck yeah, he was trying to sell me insurance. I should have fired on him. There's like the one Indian guy where he's like, "Sir, can I sell you insurance, please?" I always shoot at him. Every time.
What's the good word, Chief?
You can try, bitch.
Their shields are gone. Take them out. They're not jumping out of
I used to, it's been a long time, but this, honestly, the combat in this game, and the ships in particular, feels like a very base version of Elite Dangerous. And I used to do a ton of Elite Dangerous PvP ships. Ton of it. So, coming over to this game felt pretty natural.
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight while we play a little bit of Starfield and Phil.
How's it going?
No. I want to sleep because I want to have. I'll sleep when I get done with Barrett.
Some life forms don't need spacesuits, so keep your eyes open.
God, the recoil on this thing is insane. Oh, that's Vatsko. Oh shit. What's my status? Sprain. Yeah, I have something for that actually. No, I don't. Well, looks like I get to just fucking deal with it.
Come on!
Picking the lock on this bitch. Okay.
I doubt very much we can survive at this low of a temperature. What can I help you with? Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag. Time to go?
What are her perks again? Stop turning, bitch. I'll have to look up on this. Laser. Do I have a laser weapon? No. She's good with the Equinox. If I find one of those. I couldn't remember what she was good with, and I just not like dawned on me. It's like I shouldn't have given her the rivet thing because she's good with laser guns. Beowulf.
Greetings, Captain.
Oh, yeah. There's no certainty to the universe at all. Once you really start getting out there, the laws of physics kind of turn into suggestions.
You're pulling my leg again, right? What's the weirdest thing you've seen? No exaggerations this time.
Let me think. Unicorn. Not kidding.
Wait. The mythical mare with the magic horn thing? Come on. Was King Arthur riding on it too?
Okay, it was more of an extremophile in the vague shape of a horse. But my point still stands. You need an open mind out there. You go into the far reaches of space too tightly wound, your brain is just gonna pop like a soda can.
Something you need?
Straight gear, Sarah. Yeah. Taking this, and I'm giving you fucking arc welder. So that way you can shock me with it too, because it'll be fun. And then it takes a 3 volt. I'm giving her like 1. That's all she needs is like 1 ammo.
Yes.
Does it not take 3 volt? Yeah. Oh, do I have to give her like a mag's worth? There you go.
Bye-bye. Yeah, what is it? Have something for me?
Maybe her pistol's actually better than that.
Holy shit. You actually found me.
I wish I could say this.
Well,
I like I like some of his interactions.
You know, it's actually been kind of nice. Matsura the Grim here is a great host.
No sense letting people's last moments be unpleasant.
See, that's what I like about you, Matsura. Real Renaissance man.
I have enjoyed our time together, Barrett. But I can't... Is Constellation willing to...
We do have some insurance set aside for this exact problem.
Does that mean you'll be paying me?
We don't need to be and we would appreciate it if you could spread the word in the Crimson Fleet that Barrett...
That's a fair point. But I can't control a man's reputation.
Do what you can.
Very well.
See you around, Matsura.
So, like, as far as like a romanceable companion, I don't like Barrett very much.
So, back to the lodge.
Like, I don't like him as a romanceable companion, but like as a friend companion, he's really cool. He's funny. I like a lot of his dialogue options. But as far as everything else goes, he's not the greatest. So let's get Barrett out. Did I pick up a laser weapon with that? Obama. No, I didn't. I think tomorrow morning, because like we like I'm streaming tomorrow morning too, because I'm gonna end this stream here shortly, just because it's been going for about 4 hours. I'm getting kind of tired. We're gonna stream tomorrow. Normal time at 10 o'clock. That'll go for a couple hours. But then after that, I think after that I have some other stuff I gotta do. So that's just the general idea.
After this,
I'm going to the range and stuff tomorrow to do some of that. Oh, fuck. I hate, dude. Why does it do that? Amps. I'm trying to remember what drugs I always used in this game. Okay. Return to the lodge. So we're gonna do Into the Unknown. Actually, we gotta go to Tau Ceti. Well, we actually have to go to Tau Ceti for a couple different, this one and the UC mission, so we'll probably just do both.
Orbital insertion completed. Hello?
Sam, buddy. Cora borrowed some of my things without asking. You wanted me to tell you if it happened again.
Oh, good grief. What'd she borrow?
A sample of a unique mineral that displays some lifelike quality.
Good to see you.
Been in a box for years. Not a big deal.
I'll talk to Cora. She's
a smart kid. A really smart kid.
Switching over to standard engines.
You're in trouble.
Trust me, it's all I ever think about.
How are you, Dusty?
What's the other fucking, I think it's Tau Ceti 2 is, yeah, the Tau Ceti, Tau Gourmet Production Center. Yeah, so we got 2 things to hit up in this system. So we'll land here, but I think we'll call it a night.
Touching down.
Oh.
Is mining on the schedule today?
I like how it drops. We are literally on the fucking like where we're at. We're not like close. We're like literally on the landing pad. Okay. So we'll probably call it there. Just because I'm gonna stream tomorrow morning too, and I've been going, it's kinda late. I'm kinda ready to just kinda chill tonight. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll stream at 10 o'clock tomorrow time. That won't go for a couple hours. I might do something else later in the day or on Monday. I don't know yet. I have some stuff I want to get done. I need to go excuse me, I need to go do tomorrow. So that's kind of like the general gist of it. I appreciate you guys for coming out and hanging out tonight, watching the shit show with me. Yeah, if you live in Aurora, have your shit ready, man. Because it's not looking too hot for you guys out there right now. And if you don't have certain self-defense implements, I would absolutely be considering getting some. Because it's not looking like it's getting any better for you out there. So, it's just something to consider. But I appreciate my buddy Silva for coming out and hanging out for a little bit. I appreciate Max for coming out and hanging out, and the rest of you. But you guys have a good night. I will, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, 10 o'clock, normal time. I typically don't make a post for the stream on Sundays. I don't get as many people that come in to hang out on the Sunday shows because, again, it's in the morning. But that's usually a pretty chill one. We just kind of sit back. I sip my coffee and we game for a little bit. We usually do some pretty tame games on the Sunday morning. I'm not like up and going nuts with Elden Ring or something. Or doing hyper competitive COD or some bullshit. But take it easy, guys. Have a good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Brothers, sisters, from Mandela. Brothers, sisters, from Mandela. My friend, could we stand together? Look at us, we can live forever. Show me sister, show me brother, and we stand strong for one another. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah! Come on, come on. We put the leaders over the islands. You don't save petrol from a can. You put the petrol in the car space. Don't be rama-rama, messing with your brain. You say you're deadly. Do you understand? You don't save petrol from a can. You put the petrol in the car it goes. Don't be rama-rama, sniffing up your nose. Don't be rama, 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 don't be rama. Love your friends, protect your family. They are with you when you are lonely. Don't bandera, don't bandera. When you stop, your brains will be clear. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah! Come on, come on. We put the leaders over the islands. You don't save petrol from a can. You with your brain, you say you're deadly. Do you understand? You don't sniff petrol from a can. You put your petrol in the car it goes. Don't be rama, sniffing up your nose. You not deadly, you rama. Gonna get caught like Dylan Osama. Yeah, I tell you, 'cause I can't tell you. When I was walking in the street, see them boys and girls are sniffing too much petrol. Killing your brains. We could lead us over the lanes. You don't sniff petrol from a can. You put your petrol in the car it stays. Don't be rama, it's messing with your brain. You say you're deadly. Do you understand? You don't sniff petrol from a can. You put your petrol in the car it goes. Don't be rama, sniffing up your nose.